time to start the show. Off the top rope, 4-figure leg lock. Ric Flair with the chest chop. Haters wonder why I never tap out. A young king like DeMarcus. Undertaker with a coffin. Choke slam so often. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Man, the boy keep flossing. Man, the boy keep talking.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Wrestling with Things, where we verbalize and editorialize on all things sports and entertainment. David Joseph, joined by Eleno Cuevas and Sammy Joseph. And do not forget to hit the subscribe button at the bottom right corner of your screen to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Wrestling with Things and like the Facebook page at Wrestling with Things. Today, the topic of the day is, should CM Punk go back to pro wrestling? Now, guys, I'm not going to get into the nitty gritty. I'm going to leave that for you guys when you guys give your opinion. But I'm going to start with you, Eleno. We saw that he lost to Mickey Gall in a little over 2 minutes. And then he just had his second fight against Mike Jackson. Another rookie, essentially. Do you think it's time for CM Punk to pack his bags and go back to pro wrestling, whether it's WWE or TNA or even an independent wrestling circuit? What's your perspective on his MMA?
I'm kind of in the limbo with this, honestly. Like, at first, I was more like, hey, man, this is his second fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, give him at least 5 fights before you be like, hey, you got to get out of here.
Right.
You're terrible. But he was getting played with in that match. His last match, he was getting played with, and not to mention, like you said, the guy was essentially a rookie himself.
Right.
So, like, if you're getting toyed with by a guy that has the same amount of fights as you, what? He's just toying. He doesn't take him serious at all. He's just looking at him like, yo, this is just a wrestler guy that he thinks he's tough when he's really not.
Exactly.
So
I'm pretty sure that was going through it.
Of course, that's why he was toying with him. He was staring at the crowd while he was hitting him. He wasn't even looking at CM Punk while he was hitting him. He was like looking at the crowd while he was hitting him. So, I mean, with that being said, I guess I can give him another fight to see.
No.
But yeah, no. He gotta go, man. That guy, man. He's getting toyed with by freshmen, basically.
Yeah.
He's getting a wedgie by a freshman right now, man. He gotta go.
Look, guys,
He gotta go.
This is a two-part answer for me, honestly. If I was in his shoes, what I would do is just call Vince, apologize.
Yeah, okay.
Apologize. No, seriously, because this is a perfect example of do not bite the hand that feeds you. Everything is going downhill in chronological order for this man right now. He left the WWE. What was he? A champion. Longest reigning champion. What just happened? Brock Lesnar beat that. Now, he's going to UFC. Lost his first fight. We got Ronda. Ronda now has succeeded. Everything is going downhill chronological order for this guy. He's looking like the bad dude right now because when you were in WWE, you were a star, you were getting paid millions, you were on video games, you were everywhere. He needs to just think to himself, what about everything he did is benefiting him? He needs to just think, well, what about everything I did right now is benefiting me? Because there has been no benefit to this man's career since he left the WWE, and that's just the facts. I'm not even like it. I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, give the guy a break, he has heart, but like it's just the facts. Find me the benefit.
You know, I'm gonna agree with Sammy a little bit. You know, originally when CM Punk left the WWE, I cut him some slack for the simple fact that if you're not unhappy at your place of work, you do have that God-given human right to go try something new. Okay. So I went and watched these UFC fights. Ever since his career started, I was watching his fights with an open mind, hoping that he could put in the time, the effort to train and be ready and show that he at least belongs. But he hasn't done it.
It's only 2 fights.
You're right. albeit
That's true.
Hold on, you're right. We got to remember that it has been 2 fights, a small sample size, but at the end of the day, within those 2 fights, he did not give one glimpse that he has potential. You have to, if you're going to leave the WWE, go on podcasts, talk about how they were treating you bad behind the scenes, that this company doesn't take care of this talent,
What's the
this company doesn't let people flourish. if you talk like that, you gotta go and succeed at whatever you're doing.
Exactly.
I'm not saying he has to be Brock Lesnar and beat Randy Couture, but you have to show glimpses that this was a smart move. This was not a smart move, and honestly, for the first time since he's left the WWE, I don't think the WWE should ever bring him back in any capacity. His brand is damaged.
No, he can apologize.
No,
like he said, his brand damaged.
I do.
But we gotta think about this for a second.
The most he could ever get is if he lays low for 5 to 7 more years. Maybe he could come back for a Hall of Fame.
No.
I don't want to see him in a match, a segment.
No,
there's no use for that.
about it. All he has to do is just come, say, Vince, hey, I was in my.
You just wanted to kiss Vince's ass.
No, because think about it. Bret Hart spit on the man.
Exactly.
Bret Hart spit on Vince's face.
Right.
And they still found a way to, work things out. So if he can just come and say, listen, I'm ready to do business. I'm sorry for everything that happened before.
Nah, I'm not doubting that can happen. What I'm doubting is that CM Punk is going to go ahead and do that.
Hey,
like I said,
you're there in Raw in Hell then.
You're saying
Raw in Hell,
seriously. You're crazy. Yo, you're saying the benefits of him being in the MMA, he doesn't have any.
He doesn't.
He's only been in 2 fights. Literally, he's only been in 2 fights. He hasn't even sought the benefits
but that's
of yet.
true. But he
hasn't even get to do his best.
But think about this.
Let him get his 5th fight. He's 0-5 by his 5th fight. All right.
You might consider this real quick. In those fights, he didn't black nobody's eye. There was no bruises. There was nothing. That just
he's fairly new, bro.
Yeah, but at least do something that just shows. Okay. I can hang there. No. I don't want him to dominate nobody. He doesn't have to win, but at least show that, okay, I can at least go down and swing it. No.
It lasted 3 rounds.
It did.
He went
because that man let him last 3 rounds. He could have got him on that ground and did that a long time ago. Just think about that. This man, what is he, 120 pounds? I look bigger than CM Punk. I look like I can do more things than CM Punk.
And I think it's very, very important you bring up Brock Lesnar's name again, and we keep bringing up his name because it's important if you want to be that type of athlete that is a crossover mainstream athlete that could cross up. You got to dominate, but you have to have the physical tools and the attributes before you come in. No, Brock Lesnar is a different animal, but he has a wrestling background in college. He's physically imposing.
He's a
crossover athlete. He can cross over.
That's why you can't compare him. That's why you can't compare.
Kurt Angle, he almost got to the UFC back in his prime. He has the credentials. CM Punk basically said, hey, I'm bored, let me try this out. And then he's going to twist the narrative and say, hey, at least I tried it out and chased my dreams. No, that's CM Punk. For a guy who made his career off being a rebel and an anti-hero, he sounds like a sympathetic figure. He needs to come out to Cult of Sympathy, not Cult of Personality.
Seriously.
What kind of theme song? That theme song don't fit him no more.
Like I said, this is all a sad story of don't bite the hand that feeds you. When we found this man, he was wrestling in gas stations. He was wrestling in gas stations. He was wrestling in high schools,
VFW
and stuff like that. We bought him here, and we gave him something. We gave him a personality. We gave him the music. We gave him everything, and he just spit in our face. And now look what's going on. He's getting pounded in real life.
He got full of himself. And that's what that's what he gets. He got full of himself, and then he got a fistful of fists.
I just don't get it.
Fists in his face.
I'm scared for him if he stays in MMA. Maybe Bellator. If you want to keep fighting, if you want to keep getting punched like that, go to Bellator. I don't want to see this on UFC pay-per-views because they're too big.
Even Dana said he doesn't want him back. So it's like.
Oh man, it's over for him, man.
If you think CM Punk should stay in MMA or he should go back to pro wrestling, get involved in the conversation, let us know, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Wrestling with Things.